Well, imagine you got a fabulous new haircut and you want to talk about it. But guess what? You can't seem to find the right words. Don't worry, you've come to the right place because today we're going to talk about how you can talk about your fabulous haircuts. Now we're going to look at 3 situations. The first one being when you've had a new haircut and you want to talk about it. The second one when you're going to your hairstylist for a new haircut. And the third one, a slightly depressing one, meaning you ended up having a bad haircut and now you're going to your hairstylist asking him or her to fix the bad haircut. Well, let's talk about haircuts then. Well, hello and welcome to this fabulously fashionable lesson. My name is Rima and we're going to learn how to talk about haircuts in English. Now I know we all love our hair and our hairstyles are part of our identity, part of our personality. So imagine that you've had a fantastic new haircut and you want to talk about it with your friend. Let's say you meet your friend while you're out for a walk and your friend, who happens to be Sally, says, "Hey, what's up? Looks like you've had a new haircut." Okay, so well, looks like the haircut's really good, otherwise your friend would not have noticed. So well, since she's noticed, Zara, let's say, is the person who's had the haircut. What would Zara's reply be? Well, Zara could say, "Yes, isn't it snazzy?" Meaning, yes, I've had a haircut. Don't you think it's snazzy? Isn't it snazzy? Now, what does the word snazzy mean over here? Now, snazzy means smart, chic, stylish, fashionable, or even cool. So now imagine that you've had a very fantastic haircut and you want to sum it all up. You want to sum up all these qualities about your haircut, meaning smart, chic, stylish, fashionable, cool. Well, all you have to do is sum it up using one word, which is snazzy. That's right. So Zara replies to her friend Sally by saying, "Yes, I've had a new haircut. Isn't it snazzy?" Let's see what Sally has to say in return. So Sally says, "Yes, it complements your personality," meaning it adds value to your personality, or basically it looks good on you, or it suits your personality. Now trust me, that is a fabulous compliment to receive, which means your hairstylist has done a fabulous job. So yes, that's a great compliment to give to somebody who's just had a very nice new haircut. You can tell that person just the way Sally is saying over here. Yes, it complements your personality, which means it suits your personality or adds value to your personality. Makes you look good. Okay, moving on. So Zara says, "This is the latest rage." Now the word rage here has nothing to do with anger. It actually means this is the latest trend or style in fashion. Now, different times call for different hairstyles. Now, back in the 70s, really big hair was the rage. But there was a time when short crops were the rage. So, well, all that Zara is saying is that her haircut is the latest rage, meaning her haircut is the latest trend or style in the fashion world. Okay? And Sally says, "I think you should add a touch of red." Now, what does add a touch of red mean over here? So basically, Sally is hinting to Zara that she should add a touch of red color or maybe a touch of red streaks to her hair to enhance her haircut. Add a touch of red over here actually means add red hair color to her hair to kind of complete the look. So well, we've already looked at how you want to have a conversation if you've had a fabulous new haircut. Now imagine you're going to your hairstylist and asking for a new haircut, and obviously a good one. Now how are you going to have that conversation? It's time to have a look at that. So let's say it's Zara who wants a new haircut. So she goes to her stylist and says, I want a trendy new hairdo. Now don't let the words hairdo confuse you. Hairdo actually stands for hairstyle. And trendy means something that is latest and in fashion. So well, that's what Zara says to her stylist. She says, I want a trendy new hairdo. And this is always a great thing to tell your stylist, because then your stylist realizes that this person is fairly fashionable, so that he or she can give you the latest, most fashionable look. Now that's a great thing to tell your stylist, because the stylist knows that you're open to experimenting and open to getting the latest trendy haircut. So the stylist replies, sure, we could add a little body. Confused? Now what can this mean? Now imagine certain people, like say Zara for example, have very flat hair without any volume. Like the hair looks really flat on the head. So what the stylist is saying, sure, we could add a little body, meaning we could add a little volume to the hair. Now when you say that, it means that the stylist is going to cut your hair in such a fashion that it appears like your hair is thicker and has more body or more volume than before. And that can look very good. Now let's see what Zara has to say. Zara says, okay, how about movement? Now what kind of a movement is she talking about? Well, she's not talking about any kind of a movement on the street or on the road. She's talking about the movement of her hair. Now sometimes your haircut can actually promote a lot of movement in your hair. And when your hair is moving and has a good volume and a good movement, it looks very smart. So Zara is requesting more movement, as in more motion for her hair. And the stylist says, oh yes, you will get a lot of movement, which means that she's going to cut Zara's hair in such a fashion that yes, it has a lot of body, a lot of volume, it looks thicker, it moves while Zara's head moves and makes it look very cute, very trendy and stylish. Well, we've already looked at a conversation where you want a new haircut and you're talking to your hairstylist. Now, one of those rare occasions when you've ended up having a bad haircut and are really unhappy with it, don't lose heart. I'm sure your stylist can fix it. That's if you know how to have the right conversation with your hairstylist. So let's look at the conversation you'll have if you want to fix a bad haircut. So now Zara has gone to her stylist because she's very unhappy with her current haircut. It's a really bad haircut. So she speaks to her stylist and says, I ended up with a messed up haircut. Can you fix it? So messed up over here stands for a bad, non-stylish haircut, which definitely does not complement your personality, definitely doesn't make you look trendy and cool. So clearly she's unhappy with her haircut and she says, I ended up with a messed up haircut. Can you fix it? Now, if your stylist is any good, I'm sure she can fix all these messed up haircuts. So the stylist answers, sure, we could give you a crop. Are you confused as to what this means? Well, this has nothing to do with a field or any kind of plants or any kind of vegetation. It actually means, sure, we could give you a crop stands for, we could actually cut your hair short to fix the messed up haircut. A crop is a cut and mostly it stands for a short haircut. Now there are times when you've messed up your haircut, but if you go shorter with your hair, all the mistakes of the earlier stylist can be wiped out and you can have a new hairstyle. Now there are different types of hair crops. Some of them are really short hair crops, which means they're like really short hair, and some of them are medium crops. But actually going shorter than your earlier length stands for going in for a crop. So well, sure, we could give you a crop, meaning we could give you a short haircut. Moving on, Zara says, can you add a few layers at the bottom? Now looks like Zara doesn't want the super short crop. She wants a short crop, but not a very short crop. She wants a crop that still gives some room for the hair to be layered, which means for the hair to be cut in different lengths in order to give the hair a shape. So well, she's saying, can you add a few layers at the bottom? Layers stand for hair being cut to varied lengths. Now this generally enhances the shape of the haircut and really frames your face and makes it look good. So the stylist answers, yes, it can be done. It will enhance curls. Now this means that she's willing to give her a crop with layers at the bottom, as in hair cut in various lengths at the bottom, and she feels, as in the stylist feels, that this hairstyle will enhance Zara's curls. So let's say Zara has curly hair, and if they are cut in layers at the bottom, certain curls will be enhanced. So that's exactly what it means when she says it can be done. It will enhance curls, meaning it will make the curls more obvious or defined. Well, the sound of that sounds really good and looks like, after all, Zara's bad haircut can be fixed. Well, if you find yourself in such a situation, make sure you remember this conversation, and so your hairstylist can help you get out of that bad situation. Well, I really hope you enjoyed learning these conversations about various situations related to your haircut and various situations in which you will need to talk to your hairstylist. Well, keep practicing these conversations and using them in daily life. And if you've enjoyed this video, you know what to do. You have to go and subscribe to our channel. It's time for me, Rima, to sign out, saying bye-bye and take care. I'm going to catch you very soon with yet another fabulous lesson.